Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to Find XYZ. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. Let's have a look at this problem. The first 5 terms of an arithmetic sequence are x plus 1, 2x, a fraction with numerator 2 multiplying 2x plus 3, and denominator 6 minus x, s squared minus 2, and 5x minus 3. We are told to show that the term 4s squared minus 3 is not in the sequence. Let's dive in. The first clue in this problem is we are told that we have first 5 terms of an arithmetic sequence. But the question is, what is an arithmetic sequence? An arithmetic sequence is a list of numbers where you add or subtract the exact same value to get one number to the next. So for example, if I begin with 3 and I want to add or subtract an exact same value to this number to get the next number. So let's assume that I want to add 3. The next number will be 6. Then I'll keep on adding the same value to get the next number, so 9 and so on. When you have this type of list of numbers, we call this an arithmetic sequence. But observe something. You realize that moving from one term to the next term, we add an exact same value. So from 6 to 9, I'll add the exact same value, that is 3. But if I want to reverse this process, the opposite of addition is subtraction. So if I want to come back, I have to subtract 3, and if I want to come back, I also have to subtract 3. This is one feature of an arithmetic sequence where there is a constant difference between consecutive terms. So if I pick consecutive terms, we are going to have a constant difference, and this is what we refer to as common difference. So common difference is where we pick consecutive terms from the sequence and we subtract. Because we are getting the exact same value for that, we call it common, and because we are subtracting to get it, we call it difference. So the word common difference. So for example, 2 consecutive terms, so 9 and 6, then I subtract. So always 9 minus 6, and it's giving us 3. And it doesn't matter which consecutive terms you pick, you are going to get the exact same value, which is known as the common difference. So we are going to rely on this feature to get the value for x. So I'm going to pick the first 2 consecutive terms, which is x plus 1 and 2x. So since I'm coming backwards, I'll subtract. So I'll pick 2s minus s plus 1. This is the common difference. And because we know it will be the same regardless of whatever consecutive terms we pick, I would want to pick the last 2 terms. And since I'm coming back, I would also have to subtract. So it should be the same as 5x minus 3 minus s squared minus 2. This is common difference for 1. This is also another common difference. And since for arithmetic sequence, we always have a constant difference between consecutive terms, we are going to rely on that to find the value of x. So let's solve for x. So I'm going to distribute the negative inside the bracket. So this will give us 2x minus x. Negative and positive will still give us negative 1 is equal to, similarly, I'll distribute the negative inside this bracket. So I have 5x minus 3. Negative times x will give us negative s squared, and negative will give us positive 2. What can I do? I can simplify this equation. 2x minus x will give us x, so we have x minus 1 is equal to 5x minus 3, then I'll bring the 2 plus 2 minus s squared. I can also simplify this. This will give us 5x minus 3 plus 2 will give us minus 1 minus x squared. Let's bring s minus 1 on this side. Then if we add 1 on both sides, we get 0, so negative 1 is off. So we are left with x is equal to 5x minus s squared. I want to rearrange this by moving all the terms to the left hand side. This is negative, so if I move it across the equal sign, I'm going to get positive s squared. This is also positive. If I move it across negative 5x, then this is already here, so I'll bring it plus x is equal to 0. There's nothing left on the right hand side. Then minus 5x plus x, that will give us s squared minus 4x is equal to 0. What can I do? Realize that s is common, so I can factor s out. So if s is out, I have x minus 4 left inside is equal to 0. So we have 2 terms giving us 0, so it's either x is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. So I have x being equal to positive 4. So it's either x is 0 or x is 4. But which of these will satisfy this given sequence? So if x is 0, let's try 0. When x is 0, the first term will be 0 plus 1. That will give us 1. 2 times 0 will give us 0. Then 2 times 0 will give us 0 plus 3 will give us 3. 3 times 2 will give us 6. Then 6 over 6 will give us 1. You realize that this is giving us a loop. 1, 0, 1, and so on. And this is not an arithmetic sequence. We initially define arithmetic sequence as a list of numbers where you add or subtract a value to get one number to the next. This is not an arithmetic sequence, so we can't accept x as 0 as our value of x. So let's try x is equal to 4. So if x is equal to 4, we substitute x as 4, so 4 plus 1, that will give us 5. Then the next number, 2 times 4, that will give us 8. So we can clearly see when we add 3 to 5, we get 8. Let's see whether it follows the pattern. 2 times 4, that will give us 8. 8 plus 3, that will give us 11. Then 6 minus 4, that will give us 2. So this will give us 11 because 2 divides 2. So we are left with just 11. So you realize that when I add 3 to 8, I'll get 11. So you can clearly see that this is indeed an arithmetic sequence by adding a certain fixed value to get the next number. So we have concluded that x is equal to 4. So this is a valid solution. However, we were not told to find the value of x. We were rather told to show that a certain term, which is 4s squared minus 3, is not in the sequence. How do we show that? We first have to know the exact value for 4s squared minus 3. But since we know x is 4, I can say 4 into bracket 4 squared minus 3. Then 4 squared will give us 16, so we have 4 multiplying 16 minus 3. 4 times 16 will give us 64. 64 minus 3 will give us 61. So the exact value for this expression is 61. But is 61 in the sequence? Let's find out. Now, how do we find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence? Let's look at the example I gave here. You realize that if I am 3 and I want to get to 9, I'll move 2 steps, right? I'll add 3 and another 3 to get to 9. But 9 is the third term. So it means that it is always 1 less than the number of terms. So that is why the nth term of any arithmetic sequence is un. For the nth term is a plus n minus 1d. So the n minus 1 is telling us that when I want the third term, I'll move 2 steps. When I want the fourth term, I'll move 3 steps. So it is always 1 less than the number of terms. That is why we have n minus 1. So with this sequence, because we know the first term is 5, we have un is equal to 5 plus, what is the common difference? The common difference is 3, because moving from 5 to 8 is 3. So we have n minus 1 and 3. Then we expand, we have 5 plus 3 times n will give us 3, and 3 times negative 1 will give us negative 3. So when we simplify this, we have 5 minus 3, that will give us 2 plus 3n. So it means that this sequence has an nth term of 2 plus 3n. This will give us any term. So for instance, if I want u1, which is the first term, I'll just substitute 1 wherever I see n. So 2 plus 3 times 1, this will give us 2 plus 3, and this will give us 5. And indeed, the first term is 5. But this time I know 61. Let's verify whether we are going to get a certain term for 61. So we can say L is equal to 2 plus 3n. And what is L? We know that this is 61. So we can say 61 is equal to 2 plus 3n. We can subtract 2 on both sides. So we have 61 minus 2. That will give us 59. 2 minus 2 will go to 0. And this is 3n. Divide this by 3. Divide this by 3. 3 divides 3. We are left with 1. So n is equal to 59 over 3. Now with n represents the number of terms. Do we have a certain term which is a fraction? No. So we expected n to be an integer. Since n is not equal to an integer, it means that 4s squared minus 3 is not in the sequence. So if we continue on this sequence, there's no way we'll get 61 in the sequence. We have shown that when we equate the general form to the given number, it is not giving us an integer solution. Therefore, it is not in the sequence. Thank you for joining me. If you found this helpful, kindly leave a comment, share this video to all your friends, and I'll be back with another video. Until then, I'm out.